Since the dawn of time, since man first saw that round objects could be rolled, and so the wheel was invented, the circle has represented man's quest for dominance, his need for knowledge. And now, today, the peak of human evolution has been achieved, the giant Jaffa Cake. All man's evolution in one chocolatey orange work of art.
Well, what a week it has been. Little did I know when I was uploading my video that it would shoot me to superstardom. With almost 400 views, there can be no doubt that I am now the most famous person in France. The response from my celebrity fans has also been quite incredible, as you can see from these quotes. Of course, things didn't quite go according to plan, but as the saying goes, try again, fail better. With that in mind, I've decided to move on from Jaffa Cakes. I did have some extra jelly, but I was bored and I ate it over the weekend. So with that in mind, I've decided to try something a little bit different. Instead of the Jaffa Cake, the aristocracy of the biscuit world, I've decided to go amongst the rank and file of the biscuits, and I'm going to make a giant wagon wheel. Now, some people might be wondering why it is that I keep trying to make these giant round versions of already existing biscuits. Well, I'm reminded of the words of John F. Kennedy when he tried to tackle another giant circle: the moon.
Not because they are easy, but because they are hard. Because that goal will serve to organize and measure the best of our energies and skills. Because that challenge is one that we're willing to accept, one we are unwilling to postpone, and one we intend to win.
With those words ringing in your ears, let us begin. We start off by making some shortbread. This involves flour, butter, and sugar. You're also supposed to put some vanilla essence in there, but during these austere times I couldn't find any. Therefore, I've bought some vanilla sugar. We'll see how that works. And perhaps, after all, my struggles with vanilla essence are symptomatic of the times that we live in now. Nobody gets the vanilla essence they thought they were going to get, but maybe, just maybe, we can make do with the vanilla sugar that we have. Wow, that's deep. So you mix all of that together until it all starts to clump together like this. If anyone's wondering, I actually got this recipe from the Good Housekeeping website, so big up your bad selves, Good Housekeeping. And now we move on to the next stage, cooking the shortbread. So there we have it, the shortbread is ready to go in the oven. Long-term fans might recognise these cake tins from last week's effort. To be honest, I'm not completely convinced by this shortbread, but I have to put my faith in Good Housekeeping and hopefully they won't let me down. So now we cook the shortbread for about half an hour at 170 degrees. I'm going to do them one at a time just because my oven is absolutely shit. There we go, now we wait. Next up, we're going to melt some marshmallows with just a little splash of water in the pan. So we've got about 300 grams of marshmallows here, just going in the pan now. As you can see, the marshmallows are starting to melt together. For the authentic wagon wheel look, of course, we should have gone for all white marshmallows. However, I think we should get quite a nice colourful effect from here. The melting pot, all the colours together. How lovely. And now we're going to have a go at spreading some of this on. We'll see how that goes. As you can see, it's all starting to get a bit messy now as it's cooling down. And now we're going to try and add the top layer of shortbread. In the recipe it actually says to add a layer of raspberry jam onto the top here, but I'm not going to do that because frankly I think jam's a bit shit. I was thinking of adding a little splash of amaretto into the marshmallow mix. That seems to be a thing that chefs do. Ooh, a little splash of amaretto, a little sprig of parsley, but I'm not quite enough of a wanker to do those sorts of things. So here we go. Oh, we're getting there now. So now we move on to the final step, the step that defeated me last week, the chocolate. So we've got about 350 grams of dark chocolate just gently melting away on the hob there. So hopefully the next stage will go according to plan. Melting. Now that the chocolate's melted, we're going to try the tricky stage of spreading the chocolate. Wish me luck. There you have it, the giant wagon wheel. I'm very happy with how that has come out. Now we just have to let it cool and then we can try it. As they say, the proof is in the pudding. Literally in this case. Delicious.